Usual. Maybe it's because I just came from Texas. Got this like little Texas feel to a thing, whatever. It's Paul Goldschmidt's walk-up music. We'll put it that way. It wasn't me. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Empire 161 Show, Season 6, Episode 14. Yes, we're opening up with Paul Goldschmidt's walk-up music, which is Grave Robber by Crowder. But yeah, thanks for joining us on this Thursday evening. Right, we're back from a week apart. Got a lot to talk about here on this Thursday evening. If you're joining us in the Facebook live stream, if you're joining us on YouTube or wherever you found the audio-only podcast, we always appreciate the support. I am Ed, and with me this week, as he was last week, but no Lisa this week, is Damon. Damon, what is up? What's going on, buddy?
Man, thanks for having me again. Filling in for my sister Lisa. She's on the beach enjoying herself while we're here in the city doing what we got to do with all this, I guess, a little bit of humidity and stuff. But my week has been, it was all right. It would have been better if my Yankees would have did a little bit better this week. I'm glad they did salvage a game at the end to keep them in the playoff hunt. But it was a good week otherwise, man. I'm alive and still baseball season, but this is when the grind gets the best. We got Little League baseball going on, so it's baseball world right now in August. So I'm enjoying everything.
Yeah, it's funny you mention that because I actually inadvertently ended up watching more of the Little League World Series than I ever have. The other day, it was Monday, in my entire life. I'll get into reasons why without getting too graphic about things. Because I got sick when I was in Texas.
Oh, man.
So I was sick that morning, wasn't feeling good, so I was kind of like laid up in bed, just trying to get through it. Thankfully, kicked it enough to be able to get to the game because that was my thing. I'm like, dude, I did not come on one of these baseball road trips to just sit in a hotel sick the whole time. So, yeah, I think I kind of had some that might have like disagreed with me a little bit on Sunday night. And then, yeah, it kind of knocked me out for a minute. So I ended up just chilling in the room watching the Little League World Series. For again, it was just game after game after game. I'm like, my God, there's a lot of games in this thing. Like, in this one day.
Oh yeah, and they got the girls playing today. They actually playing in the town. My family's from Greenville, North Carolina. So,
nice.
Yeah, the girls softball is getting big too, and I'm enjoying that too. I've been watching a lot of college softball over this year, so it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool the way. Hopefully, it grows the sport.
Yeah, and it changes the pace. Like I saw the New York team was winning at one point, so I was cool with that, but I admittedly was in and out of sleep. And I'm just kind of man, just trying to get this thing going. And, again, thankfully all was well. Made it to the game. Didn't miss any of that.
Which game did you go to? Which one? The winning game, hopefully.
Well, no. Well, so what I usually do is I try to, when I do these baseball road trips, I try to go, all in. Like, I go to the whole series. I go to all 3 games, 4 games, whatever the heck it is. You go, I try to sit in different areas, try to get different viewpoints, get to the ballpark when it opens, see some batting practice, because on the road, for those who may not know, you get to see the road team's batting practice when the gates open. Mm-hmm. So, at home, you don't see the Yankees. On the road, you always get to see the Yankees. And when, especially during the Judge Stanton era and stuff like that, I mean, those two put on a home run derby every single day. And it's pretty dope to see. And I like to really walk around the entire ballpark and really take it in, because I try to treat it like this is the one time in my life I'm going to be in this ballpark. So I want to experience it. I want to experience how these people experience baseball on every level that I possibly can during the series. I always make sure I have a hot dog in one game to get their feel for it. I get whatever the signature food is, which this time I had to scale back a little bit because I wasn't trusting things. I wasn't feeling great. So
yeah, man. Don't want to have the bubble. Don't want to have the bubble guts. Don't want to have the bubble guts on the road, brother. That's hard.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't trying to run every half inning to battle. So it was. I did have my hot dog on Wednesday afternoon though, so I got that. And yeah, I try to. We even did a tour on before Thursday's game. There's a little paid tour you get to do.
How was that?
See behind the scenes. It was cool, man. I gotta say is. Globe Life Field is my favorite indoor ballpark that I've ever been to. It's not.
Is it retractable dome? It was closed. Is it retractable?
It was. Oh, thankfully it was closed. It was over 100 degrees there, the entire time. It was,
wow.
Yeah, it was serious. It was serious, but yeah, it's a retractable roof that they got there, and it is open. They even said during the tour, I learned all this crap.
Mm.
It was like between 8 and 9 times a year, and it's usually like has to be perfect conditions, no heat, no nothing, no humidity. They want to make it perfect like that. So I got to see how that works and stuff. They showed us the old ballpark at Arlington. That is actually still up. They never tore it down. It's still across the street. I'm like,
Wow.
minor league football plays there and soccer and everything else. And it made me think, like, imagine if they didn't tear down old Yankee Stadium and they kept it up, like, across the street. I just don't think we have the space for
No,
that.
we don't.
We can't do that.
We don't have the space. We build everything in New York up.
Yeah, we go up, right?
Yeah, so like Minnesota, I was realizing how fast I got out the stadium because everything is this way. New York, everything is up. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah, and also like a lot of other cities, I think we talked about this last week, is they have these complexes where all the sports are like AT&T Stadium was right there and everything where the Cowboys play and everything. And there was, like Six Flags is there and Hurricane Harbor. It's this whole entertainment complex that they're kind of getting going and building up there. So it's kind of cool that everything's mostly in one thing. And there's hotels and stuff, which is where we were staying. We were staying, the Ubers out there or Lyft. Shout out to Lyft, by the way, because they were so much cheaper than Uber. It was nuts. Dude, I was paying $8 a Lyft to get out of the stadium.
Oh, man.
Get back to our hotel.
That's a win. It's cheaper than
parking.
How is that? It's cheaper than parking.
Yeah, exactly. It was crazy. So that was cool. And during the tour we did on the Tuesday game, I ended up getting a ball to me from when the Rangers were warming up before the Yankees even took batting practice. Everything said it was errant throw, and we were in this little section where there's like club seating, which is right on the field, on the field, and it was on the net. So I reached up and I got it, and of course there was a kid next to me. So I was like, all right, here we go. I'm gonna give it up to the kid, and that was it. Like I couldn't do it. During batting practice, though, when the Yankees were hitting, me and my wife over there, and I got some little first row space, and Ryan McMahon hits a shot to the opposite field, which bounces right off the turf. I clapped my hands like this. And it literally, I didn't even have to move an inch. It literally just went right to my hands.
Wow.
I like used the force or some shit. Like it was crazy. And my wife laughed. She's like, "That's karma because you gave the ball to the kid. Now you got a ball back." And yours was like, kind of somewhat. It wasn't hitting the game. It was a little bit more. Yeah. But it was cool, man. Like it was a blast. The food options were nuts. Like there's so many. But we're talking about Citi Field, Yankee Stadium. Globe Life Field has everything you could possibly imagine.
Texas always, man. They got everything, man. Every time I travel to some of the best restaurants in like Dallas and Houston, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. It was. They had everything. There was a robot bartender that had a Rangers jersey on that. Like you just ordered your drink and they made it for you. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
There was everything you could think of. And they're known for having what's called the boomstick, and it's a 3-foot long hot dog.
Oh no!
Like loaded. And this time I had to stay away from that.
That'll put you in the bathroom, bro.
That'll put me in the bathroom, even if you're good. it's going to put you there. And then they have the nachos version also, which was there. So though, I will say, like a couple of years ago, back in 2019, when the Yankees played the Red Sox in the London series, me and my wife went to that. It was awesome, and MLB did something cool where they did a different food from every stadium around the league that was there, because they weren't just doing Yankees Red Sox. They had everyone repping there. And the Rangers for Texas, they had boomstick, hot dog, and nachos. We got one each day, the 2 games. We did the hot dog one day. Obviously, we shared it. We did not get it wrong because that would be insane. But the nachos were the next day, and they were great. So I can kind of say that I still did it.
Yeah.
6 years in advance.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I didn't get crazy and try it this time, though.
Nah, you couldn't have.
I couldn't have. I had no choice this time. Yeah. The body wasn't allowing it this time around. So, So overall, though, thumbs up to Globe Life Field. If you get a chance, highly recommend checking it out. It was cool. Everyone was mad cool there too. Super nice. That Southern hospitality. People were all about it. And it was easy in and out access to the ballpark, no problems and stuff like that. because we talked about getting in and out of Yankee Stadium and Citi Field last week, and no, they've got that kind of down pat. Like everything is just kind of there. The walkways in the back, you don't get really caught in crowds and stuff like that. Yeah, just good stuff. So if you get a chance,
I'm gonna check it out. No, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna try to go everywhere, man. So
yeah, highly recommend it, man. It was cool, and the city was cool. We went to Fort Worth last night after the game. We did some Dallas. We visited some friends in Dallas there. Arlington is where the ballpark is. Everything was cool, man. We got some barbecue before things got crazy. We got some good tacos before things got crazy. So thankfully, I got all of that out of the way because it was like chicken soup that day and like crackers and stuff.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was there. So, all right. Enough about my stomach issues. I could have also been watching the Yankees at times.
And you could have got a stomach issue from that.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Right? Maybe it wasn't enough food. Maybe it was the series in Miami because
you had a Volpe virus.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Dude, I'm on that Friday night game to kick things off. Let's get into the recap here. The Yankees dropped this one by a final of 13-12. They were leading this game at 6-0 at one point. And I'm already thinking, because I flew out Saturday morning, I'm thinking, I'm going to start packing. I'll put the game on in the background. They'll cruise into this one. We're good. But I always like to watch the end no matter what. And then things start creeping up, and things got really insane. And we'll run through the numbers quick, and then we can let's dive because there's a lot to get into this. Carlos Rodon to get the start. He took a no decision. His things for me, things started with him. He only lasts 4 2/3, 2 hits, 4 earned runs, 5 walks. Big problem with both of his starts in this run. 9 strikeouts. Jake Bird, Remember last week when we were just all hyped up about the trade deadline and we had these great vibes by the end of the show and we're good and we're like, yeah. No, Bird comes in. He's the one who made the biggest impact. He only lasted a third of an inning, 3 hits, 4 earned runs, which was a grand slam to Kyle Stowers, a walk and a strikeout. Camilo Doval, another guy we were excited about, he ends up getting a blown save and a loss in this one. His record's now 4-3, with his first blown save of the season. And, of course, it's now.
Yeah.
Trent Grisham, 2 for 4 with his 19th home run of the year, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored, a walk. Stanton, 1 for 5 with his 9th homer of the year, 3 RBIs, runs scored. Anthony Volpe, he had himself a game, 4 for 5 with his 17th home run of the year, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored, and a double. Yankees offense, 12 runs scored on 15 hits, 5 for 9 runners in scoring position. Dude, if I told you that the offensive line, you're like, yo, we won this game, blowout, no problem. No.
But the Marlins always give him a hard time.
What was that?
The Marlins always give him a hard time.
By the end of this, they're the only team in the majors who's in history who has a winning record against the Yankees.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing to think about.
Go back to the World Series, everything. We go back to Marlins.
Yeah, they took the 2003 World Series. And all right, so let's get in a couple moments here.
Yeah, well, every person they traded for blew it that night, right? Every single person. That was so crazy to see that happen. And Bird now is in the minors, right?
Yeah, he's already gone.
He's already in the minors, So like he really shit the bed that day. That last inning, what's his name? Dotel. That's his name, Dotel, right?
Camilo Doval.
Doval. Sorry, so I'm thinking way back Dotel.
Wow. No, Octavio Dotel, please. Let's not do that. Come on. You're gonna get out, dude. I'm gonna end up I'm gonna have to leave and go to the bathroom again.
Yeah, he that last inning with the little error in this. Remember, even the guy that came in the relief played right field.
Yeah,
that was big.
Yeah, Jose Caballero,
huge,
yep.
And it came back to bite him.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in that got traded at the trade deadline was horrible that night.
Nightmare scenario. You couldn't draw up a worse day after the trade deadline than this game right here. You're right. Exactly. Everyone had a hand in it.
Everyone had a hand in that. I don't know if it's the nerves. I don't know because these teams they play on these pressurized situations, but they're major leaguers. They make those kind of mistakes and give up in the homer. I think the guy gave up the homer that Jazz got traded for, right? Jazz got traded for that kid, right?
I
I believe so. I'm not sure. I think Jazz got traded for that kid that hit the home run. He was having a big series against.
Yeah, no, you're right. The catcher.
Yeah. So Jazz got traded for the kid, and it's like it was just so wild how everything played out. Jazz gets traded for kid. All the bullpen guys blew it. I mean, it was horrible. And then the error. God,
yeah.
I'm like, so. But I think the guy from Chicago White Sox, he must have blew his hand. Did he blow his hamstring in that game? Or was another game?
No, that was against Texas.
So I was wondering, did he play early? Because I can't remember the game. Why wasn't he in right field? I thought he was a corner position player.
See, that's a great question. I don't like. So Caballero ends up pinch running for Stanton, right later in the game. Mm-hmm. So he's pinch running. He leads all of he led the American League in steals. So he pinch runs, easily steals second. McMahon knocks him in, who was a couple of days before the trade deadline acquisition. Mm-hmm. He knocks in a go-ahead run. We're up 12-11. We're like, all right, we got this. We're good. Well, even though all this shenanigans went down, we're still going to come away with this. And again, if we won, it is what it is. But then he leaves him in the game, doesn't bring in Slater, no Rosario. But Caballero's supposed to be a super utility guy. Dude, I don't care who you are. It was a routine grounder hit.
Routine. At least, if anything, go down to a knee like they taught you in Little League. Get it, and you keep the runners at bay. And then now the man's on third base. A little roller ends the game.
Yeah, which at that point when they brought in Caballero to be the fifth infielder, right? Like, so they were playing for. In that situation, unless you get a strikeout, to be completely honest with you, you're screwed. Like, there's really nothing coming. And it was so poetic that was the walk-off hit. It was less than a swinging bunt, which you couldn't even defend because the runner was off at third on contact, and he was scoring easily. That was like the perfect way to end that game. It was a crazy, crazy game with that, and that was the perfect way to end it. Was just some indefensible hit that you couldn't do nothing about. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
It was.
Now over the game pisses me off. I hate the press conference with Boone. It's like, yo, call a spade a spade. Don't sugarcoat me. Like you said, I think you said last time, don't put someone ahead and tell me it's raining. Don't do it. And he did. And your guys didn't play well. Everybody blew it. They stunk up the field. Just call it what it was.
Yeah, because like you mentioned, it starts off with Bird, who comes in and completely lets them right back in the game. All right. Then Bednar comes in, but he has since redeemed himself big time. Yeah,
yesterday he did. Yeah, last time.
He did. But he comes in, and then he gives up a homer to go ahead and to tie the game. So he has that. And then, Dotel, who walks a couple of guys, which if you don't do that, then you probably get out of this, and none of this is an issue. And then, Caballero gets a steal, scores the go-ahead run, but then makes an error in right field. Like, you couldn't make it up. You couldn't make it up. Mm-hmm. In a way, I do want to chalk that up to just, I don't know, the perfect storm that kind of hits that. Hopefully.
Well, it is what it is. They're in a state that has a lot of storms. It's hurricane season. Yeah, it happened.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. If you replayed that game 10 times, I guarantee you all of that stuff doesn't go happen again. It never happened 100 times.
If you didn't tell me it was a Major League Baseball game, I swear we was watching Little League Baseball that night.
Yeah, or a movie. Because something like that would have to happen, where just each single thing goes wrong. But unfortunately, though, there was a hangover. I think there was. Because the next day, last Saturday afternoon, they get shut out by the Marlins by a final 2-0. Cam Schlittler, and this is a game where I don't love win-loss records for pitchers because I feel like it's not that telling. He gets a loss in this game. His record's now 1-2. He goes 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 6 Ks. Again, if that's the line you're going to give me, I got to think most of the time you're going to win that game. Mm-hmm. Right? What else is he going to do? He can't hit for them. He can't do anything else for them. Yanks offense, 2 hits, 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position. They had nobody. They had no offense. They were just completely sleepwalking through this entire game. And in this game, this was the one where Jazz is on first base.
Oh, brother.
Okay. Goldschmidt hits a pop-up to the second baseman. And Jazz leans off and gets doubled off of first base. And after the game, defends it?
That's see.
What?
What can you defend? The thing is, Boone goes after the coach instead of going after the player, I didn't believe that wasn't right. Both people are wrong. The coach told him to get back. Jazz should know the situation. He should have been back. I think you got to ridicule both people on that situation. So, I don't think just letting Jazz get over like that. I just didn't understand it. I know and this is a sensitive generation of young men now that's out there playing this baseball game. I get that part of it, but at the same time, somebody has to be. It got to be some accountability. And that's the problem I think we all have. If you want, you can call somebody accountable without. If you don't want to curse them out, you need to pull them over and talk to them. And people, I think they got to understand. The fans want to see this too. So remember, this is an entertainment game, but also we paid to see it, and we're not getting what we want. Like you coming up to us and telling us, oh, he's trying to get off, he's trying to make something happen. You don't make something happen on a pop up to second base.
No, never, never. The only thing you make happen is losing. That's what you make happen. That's what happens when you pull stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it goes down. So, all right, I'm glad you brought up the accountability thing because I do want to get into that part. So, from what I understand, and afterwards, Boone had elaborated on this. Jazz pushes back and says he explains what he was trying to do. He's like that. Forgot to do his name again. Said the second baseman for the Marlins. He apparently knows him, and they've talked about dropping it on purpose and getting the speedy runner and listen, dude, you're overthinking the game. Like you just get back and guess what? There's no way you're getting to second base no matter what. Unless he completely flat out drops it and it rolls away. It's going to take a lot. Because even if he drops it straight down, guess what? He's getting you anyway. So Jazz pushes back, explains that part of it. Boone goes ahead, and he did come clean about it, though. He did say, even though I know the cameras caught him going at Chapman, the first base coach, and stuff like that, he did say that he did pull Jazz over in the tunnel, and they talked about it over there on by design. And the only thing I would push back a little bit is that it's tough because we don't know what goes on behind closed doors, right? Like
true. Very
Boone
true.
could be, Aaron, bringing people out in behind closed doors, not for the cameras to see, and that's that. He even said he wishes that the cameras didn't catch the Chapman thing also, that he didn't want that to be a thing. As someone who's also a manager and I do manage softball, but obviously it's different. But I'm saying professionally too, like when I have, people who report to me and stuff, I try to make sure that I do it behind closed doors professionally. I'm not trying to embarrass anyone, but you still got to hold people accountable. Like that's the most thing. As long if I just knew for sure that these guys are being spoken to about what it needs and he's not sugarcoating it, he's being direct behind closed doors, then I'm fine with it. As a fan, I don't personally need to see that, but I need something to know that it's happening somehow, some way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I think what pisses fans off a lot is that things like this keep happening. So that's what leads us to believe it's not happening. Because you feel like if it was happening, then it would stop at some point. You know?
Exactly.
And on foul territory, which, it's obviously a completely different type of podcast. Lance Lynn, who was a former Yankee, was mentioning, he was asked about this. And he said that Boone does kind of get into people behind the scenes. And he doesn't do it out front. Like, that's just his style. That's the way he does it. Mm-hmm. Part of his thing is he just feels like in New York, whatever stays, because he's even said, whatever happens in the clubhouse stays in the clubhouse. Mm. Like, they fight tooth and nail to make sure it doesn't get out. Mm. So, again, I will take him at his word because I don't think he has a reason to lie about it. Like, he doesn't.
I get you.
You know what I mean? Like, well, what does he have to do? So I'm going to throw it to you. Knowing that, does that ease things? Does it make you feel a little bit better about the Boone thing or not? Or it's just something to think about.
It's something to think about. I mean, behind closed doors is great. You just saw like Aaron Glenn and certain things. Even with the Jets, they want to keep stuff in house now, right? We're listening to him, so I get it. That's true, but I don't know whatever he's saying behind the scenes is coming out on the field. It's just too many times, time and time again, that we're seeing base running errors. We've seen Wells, Volpe a gazillion times. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's just throwing plays. It's like
it's all over. It's not one person. It's almost every.
It's all over. Yeah, it's all over the place. So if you're saying it behind the scenes, we're not seeing it transition into the field.
Exactly.
It's not like we're coaching young men of 21, 18, high school kids or something like that. These are grown professional men get paid millions of dollars, and we're seeing these countless mental mistakes. Physical mistakes, we all can live with.
Yeah, that happens.
The mental mistakes, I don't know. Is it playing out from what he's saying? So it just don't add up. It just don't seem right to me that he's really doing this all the time. He might in that Jazz situation. That was probably that straw that broke the camel's back. Like, hold up, nobody should have been going on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you run on Acuna and you think he ain't gonna throw me out. I'm just not gonna slide. You know what I'm saying? It's like you think he ain't no way he's gonna make it. And the guy forgot who Acuna is. He has a gun. He's one of the best arms of baseball. So those kind of things. It's like I don't know, man. I just don't see it. It don't sound right, brother.
See, that's the thing too, is that if he's doing it, I'm gonna actually let me take that away. I'm actually not going to say if anymore because I will take Lance Lynn at his word. Again, he has no stake in the game anymore. He's not even in the league anymore. He doesn't work for the Yankees. He doesn't work for ES. He doesn't work for any of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fine. He has no reason to lie about this. So let's just say Boone does that. But if he's doing it over and over and over again, and the results on the field aren't happening, these mental mistakes continue to happen. And at times Boone starts, like, especially with Volpe, he defends him on some of them too, which sometimes it just sounds – that's where I'm talking about, like, don't piss on my head and tell me it's raining. Like, that's when you're like, dude, I get your job is to protect the players, and if your style is to keep it in-house, you don't want to embarrass people. Like, this isn't, back in the day, right? Like we were saying is, this isn't Bill Parcells, cursing Phil Simms out and stuff like that. Like, that's just – you're never going to see that again. So, fine. But if the results aren't happening, then maybe the message is getting lost and it's not getting through to the players. To me, that's what tells me then you want to know something? Maybe a different voice is needed because it's not getting through to them.
But they signed him. How many Boone got an extension, right? For another 3 years or something like that, right?
Take a book out of James Dolan's book. He's paying 60 coaches at this point. It doesn't matter. You can pay one more guy. It's
I know.
Fine.
And I feel you that. The thing is, like, you can have to scream at him, but you can say, you know what? Come off the field.
That's it. Sit him.
And that's it. Sit him. And somebody else like, nah. So you can think about it. They did the Gleyber Torres, right? I mean, they knew they was going to get rid of him, though, right? So that's a little different.
Yeah.
But you got to put some kind of fire to them to make them feel it.
You got to honestly, someone's got to be an example. Whether it's Jazz, whether it's Volpe, it doesn't even matter. You want to know something? Thing is, like, Judge doesn't do that shit, so it's like it's not going to happen. Because I would say the big example would be is you start with the leader,
I know,
like the captain, but he doesn't do this kind of shit. So, like, that's never going to really happen. But you got to send a message with that. And Boone's post game and his spot with John Boy, like that's every week. Mm-hmm. He has sounded a little bit different, and I'm starting to like wonder, like, the tone is, it's not just sunshine and rainbows after every loss now. It's starting to get a little bit more serious, and I'm hoping maybe that's what it takes. I don't know, but something's not adding up with that. Mm-hmm. So again, like, but come the end, you're not going to fire him anytime soon. If it does happen, it would be the end of the season. If this is how it goes and they don't make the playoffs, and this is how they keep playing down the stretch, then it's right there in front of you, then, Cashman. Like, the message ain't getting through
right
anymore.
There, message.
Need a different voice. Yeah, it's not working anymore. Message or not, the Marlins sent the Yankees a message by completing the sweep. We'll have a final 7-3 on Sunday. Luis Gil did make his return, but had no control. He was off on pretty much the jump. He got his first loss of the season. He went 3 1/3, 5 hits, 5 earned runs, 4 walks, and 3 Ks. So you can see he was all over the place. You talk about Jazz a lot, but he was 1 for 2 with his 20th home run of the year. 2 walks and a run scored. That was Grisham. Jazz was 2 for 4 with his 19th home run of the year. 2 RBIs, a run scored, and Anthony Volpe was 1 for 4 with a triple. And that was pretty much it. I mean, they would never honestly really ever in this game another one like at all. He'll give up the lead early, and that was that. So they complete the sweep, and this is what pushed the Marlins to have a winning record over the Yankees to become the first team, the only team in the majors with an all-time winning record against the Yankees, and it's the Marlins. That is just such a wild stat to me.
I think I know what it is, Ed. I think I know.
Go ahead. Hit me.
They're going to Miami. It's the strip clubs.
Oh, that's.
I think it is, man. I think they get, because think about it, you down there for 3 days. It's not like football or basketball. You might put one game, get in and out.
Yeah.
You go down to Miami, and there's some things down there that might keep you up late at night. You know.
Well, distracting.
Yeah, distracting. take your legs, take the strength out your legs.
Yeah, there you go.
You might be off with you, but you have a couple of beers. There's a lot of clubs.
Not making it. No, we're not doing it.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of clubs stay open. You know, I think that could be it.
Listen, man, you're from New York, man. You can't be letting Miami do it to you, man. I know it's different. I get it's different, man. But you can't let it happen.
I told you I used to work for a certain network, and I know the baseball some things.
Uh-huh.
The amount of women are in the hotel lobbies for baseball players because they can stay there if they know they're gonna be in there for 3 days, right?
Uh-huh.
Minimum. So it's different from basketball. You got to in and out. Baseball, they lingering.
Okay.
And everybody knows your con. So it's some opportunity, you know. I think that because you ain't doing this in Cleveland. Yankees going into Cleveland, they beating them up. Bang, bang, boom.
Oh, hell no. No.
They out of there.
What about Atlanta, though?
Man, that's another place. Man.
They get more than the lemon pepper.
More than lemon pepper.
A little more than that.
Yeah, it's a lot of boom rooms down there. A lot of boom rooms down there, man.
Magic City.
Yeah, Jesus, I spent I paid for a couple of tuitions down there myself. You know, so I ain't gonna lie, man. Man, those are good old days. Way long time ago. If my wife is listening, this is a long time ago.
Oh man, that's great. I love it.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Maybe I don't know. It's weird. But even when the Marlins come in here at times, they.
I know. I don't know, man.
Maybe they're bringing it on the road with them.
They made a couple fly days. Hey, listen, they know the girl from Miami coming. Hey, fly out, man. See me while you're here, whatever.
You need a little help here.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got the lowest payroll in the league. Of course, we need some help.
And they pay no state tax, so they feel
exactly. but it is wild though that the Marlins have actually. No, all jokes aside, the Marlins have actually been pretty good for like the last something games.
Yeah. So even when they made these trades, the key people they brought up.
Yeah.
Banged out the what's the guy played right field, the left-handed kid?
Stowers, who hit the grand slam on Friday.
Yeah, him and another young man came on his first debut, right?
Yeah, he was the center fielder.
Yeah, he played very well against the Yankees. He was off the hook. Every time he came up, they say, he was he was skilling us. I was like, damn. So they made some good trades. I mean, they look at talent different now. I think Marlins, whoever they got in their scouting department, they're doing pretty well for them right now, man.
Yeah, I mean they're the problem. I mean, hey, hopefully it was just we ran into them at the wrong time and they were just hot. Sometimes it's not who you play; it's when you play them.
Correct.
That's true. Maybe that's what it is, but we'll see. But the Yanks would go ahead and make their way over to Texas starting on Monday. This is another game that they honestly should have won, like the Friday night game. That this is one you let slip away. They dropped this one on a walk-off by a final of 8-5. Max Fried. You think he'd be the stopper? Not so much. He gets a no decision, 5 innings, 8 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 7 Ks. Bird came in and took the loss, and they gave up the 3-run walk-off homer. More on that in a second. Devin Williams, who I'm sure we will be talking a lot about in these next 2 games. He has 3rd blown save of the year. Paul Goldschmidt, though, he came out house on fire. He was 3 for 5 with his 9th homer of the year with a double. 3 runs scored. Ahmed Rosario finally getting a start. 2 for 3 with an RBI. Giancarlo Stanton. Big home run there because the Yanks went ahead and were trailing. Then he put him ahead. 1 for 3 with his 10th homer of the year. 2 RBIs, 2 walks, and a run scored. Cody Bellinger, 2 for 4 with an RBI, a walk, his 10th stolen base of the year. Yankees offense, 3 for 15 with runners in scoring position. So, to me, listen, this game was lost in the first couple of innings before Devin Williams, before Jake Bird, because they left the bases loaded. They got 1 run in the first inning and left the bases loaded. You ever get that feeling like when you strand a lot of runners early, you should be blowing this team out. You let them hang around, and then it comes back to bite you in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's what happened here. This game should have never been close. This should have been one. They should have had 8 runs in like the first 3 innings, been up 8-3, 8-0, and they should have been put to bed early. You let teams hang around, you know.
Yeah.
As you say, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the way the kids hit now. Is it because they looking for the launch angle thing? I mean, hit the ball to the right side, bases loaded would have been something good to come up with.
Yep.
I just don't know what's going on. I know the analytics make them think different. Maybe in the situations, maybe the way they trained them what to do with bases loaded. We'd rather you hit a pop up, fly ball, or strike out. I don't understand. I really don't understand what's going on with the hitting situations of baseball. Like, you know, now, but I was looking at, we had all-stars of batting. We talked about this thing last time I was here. But, oh my God, hitting about 300 or whatever. Excuse me, I don't know who's, for the people upstairs. They don't bat, like we had 300 hitters, 280, 275, now 235, 250. 250 is excellent now. 250. Yeah. And that's when we got a bunch of 250, 230 hitters on the Yankees now.
Yeah, we do. So, to me, and I'm not going to go old man, get off my lawn style here with this, but it's just the situational hitting but the thing is the good teams do situational hitting too. Mm-hmm. The Yankees, unfortunately, are not great at this. And I don't listen, you want to try to drive it with less than 2 outs and a runner on third and try to get a fly ball and a sac fly, fine. I will take it. But they left the bases loaded in the first inning. The only run they scored was the leadoff home run by Goldschmidt. They never scored again. And they had the base loaded with less than 2 outs the whole time. You need, again, to execute. When teams are trying to give you runs, you need to take it. Take the runs. It's fine. And again, you have to capitalize on that. You can't let teams hang around and let them believe they're going to do it.
Yep.
And that's where you let them go. And again, it comes back to bite you. Now, Devin Williams, the first time now, he comes in. Dude, they pinch hit Jock Peterson, who's having the worst season of his entire career, who also, and I ain't trying to go ahead and throw, stones living in a glass house and everything like that. But he also looks like he's put on a little weight right now. Like he's not looking too hot. Yeah. And he goes ahead and takes him deep to tie the game. And then, I mean, what are we doing here? And then in the 10th inning, the Yankees go ahead. They don't score the Manfred man on second base, and you know that's always going to come back to get you nervous. Mm-hmm. And then they bring in Jake Bird, which I understand. At that point, Bednar was in, Duvall was in, Weaver was in. They all did their job, though, right? Like we talked about, they all redeemed themselves. They were coming in. They were doing great. And I get in extra innings, things can get a little dicey. Maybe a Mark Leiter Jr. instead of Jake Bird, because he turned out to do pretty well the next 2 games. Yeah. And we go to Bird, but he gets 2 outs. And they intentionally walk, I think it was Jonah Heim, to go ahead and the next dude, first pitch, 3-run home. It was like you couldn't make it up, like what was happening here. This felt like the Friday game a little bit. Yeah. To an extent. Like anything that can go wrong. But we already got through Weaver, Duvall, Bednar, all doing their thing. And then our closer at the moment, it's not anymore, I don't think.
I don't think so either.
And now, based on the next 2 games, definitely doesn't look like it. Yeah. He goes in and gives up another one. I mean, dude, I'm done with Devin Williams. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he's tipping his pitches. I don't know if it's New York.
I don't know if he's not getting sleep because he got the new baby. They say. I'm just not trying to make the Boone excuses for him.
No,
but it's over. I think it's over for Bird. I think he's kind of messed up his money for next year too. I think he got it. I'm not Bird. I'm sorry for Devin Williams.
Yeah,
I think he messed up he's messing up big time for him. He's a free agent. I don't see the Yankees signing him back with the stuff they have, situation they have now. And I like Devin Williams. I really like Devin Williams.
I was very excited when we got
very excited. He's on my little baseball team I have, like my computer team. We used last year's stats type of thing.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but I don't see him coming back, and I don't know. I'm every time he comes to the game, I'm like, God, this is gonna be bad. Every single pitch is gonna be bad. I don't know what it is. Is he tipping the pitches or what? I don't get it. Is it from Alonso's home run still messing with him? Did that mess him up?
I thought we were over that because in the first Subway Series this year, right? Like he came in, he got Alonso out multiple times in that series.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be honest, I kind of think that was partially on purpose that Boone was trying to get him past that.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like he slayed the dragon. He was good. He was back. And then you look at his career, he does typically have bad Aprils. So it wasn't that surprising that it happened again. But now you've turned back into a pumpkin again. Like, you were bad. You look like you righted the ship. You got the closer role back. I mean, it also helped that Weaver got hurt. But whatever. You did your thing when you got it back. And now you're starting. Then you completely, you shit the bed again. Mm-hmm. So now you're out. And the Yankees traded for 2 more closers. And it wasn't by an accident, Dan. Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think basically he's done here. There's no chance of bringing him back. I think during the rest of the season, they figure out a way. He's on the roster. They're not going to DFA him. So they're going to use him at some point.
Yeah.
Right? Which is fine. And I'm not saying he's irreparable. Like he's just broken and that's the end of him. But 6th inning, 7th inning, maybe not higher, like lesser leverage situations because you got Bednar, you got Duvall, you got Weaver. Now, all 3 of them bumped ahead of you. For me now. Like for me, that's 7, 8, 9.
I think for Boone too. I think you don't want to lose the man's confidence, but you got in some way you got to figure out when in the situation I can build it up. So you bring him in the 7th inning, some less stressful, no runners on type of situation, and come in the game and see what you can do.
And maybe against the bottom of the order. Like you get 7, 8, 9 coming up.
That's it. You get 3 batters, you mess up. That's it.
That's it. And that was just. And we'll get to more on that in a second because there was. Unfortunately, D, this is not the last time that we're going to talk about from Williams.
No.
The next night, Yanks would go ahead and get shut out. By the way, notice the trend. They lost 2-0 to the Marlins. They lost 2-0 to the Rangers second. I was getting a little worried. We were still going here again. But they got shut out again, 2-0 by the Rangers. They take the series. Nathan Eovaldi started for the Rangers. And, man, he was –
Did he show you a veteran? Did he show you how a veteran gets down?
Woo! He was excellent.
Did he show you that night?
He did. He showed me, man. He's been gone for a long time now, and I get it. I'm not going to, sour grace, but I'm glad you mentioned that, too, about the veteran getting down because, to me, this is what – if you notice the trend here, this is one of the problems tied to the Yankees bullpen. Warren, no decision, 5 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, 3 walks, 5 Ks. Good 5 innings. You got to go deeper. You can't have the bullpen pitching 4 innings a night.
You got to go deeper.
No, it's not. It's Devin Williams gets the loss, 3 for 4, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Yankees offense, 2 hits again. Same thing as Saturday. 0 for 1 with runners in scoring position. They had 1 runner in scoring position. 1 runner. Nathan Eovaldi, though. He goes 8 innings. He could have went 9. I was shocked when he didn't come out for the 9th. Easy.
And the thing, I don't know if the Yankees pitching coach might have to go, and he seemed like a nice guy, right?
Well, Matt Blake didn't have Nathan Eovaldi. It was prior. He was before Nathan. He was before Matt Blake. Mm-hmm. If Matt Blake had Nathan Eovaldi, I think this is the Eovaldi Yankees would have. Mm. Matt Blake wasn't here 8 years ago. So he was shown the door. Who had him was shown the door already.
Yeah. I don't. But Eovaldi, I mean, he's crafty, changes speeds, good curveball, veteran. Yeah. And now you got these free swinging younger players. They don't know how to have patience. To me, Eovaldi gave us a lesson that night. Pure lesson. Yeah. Another player on my little computer team too. He's on my computer team, so I do have him.
I have him on one of my fantasy teams. So I'm
he could have gave a 1 run to the Yankees, had a no decision. That would have been good for both of us. Get a couple of strikeouts.
I would have been good with that.
Yeah, a couple of strikeouts. Yankees win the game in the 8th or 9th inning when he's out the game. It would have been great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no, they couldn't touch Eovaldi. They had absolutely nothing for him. But like you said, though, the veteran, though, guys like Will Warren, Cam Schlittler, they're all going 5 innings. Max Fried, 5 innings. Carlos Rodon, Morgan Hill. Spoiler alert, he only went 5 innings yesterday. But this is the thing, though. These guys are trying to go ahead and strike every single hitter out. There's no pitching to contact. Like sometimes, you need a double play. You pitch to contact. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Like you're a pitcher. The numbers say that you already got the advantage the second that bat starts. You know what I'm saying? Like statistically, you do.
Yep.
Like you can't go up there trying to strike. If you got 100 pitches to play with, right? That's all they're going to give you. He didn't even get to 100 pitches in 8 innings.
I know.
So the young guys got to take it, like maybe learn a little bit. Like maybe I don't have to try to get 15 strikeouts a game. Yeah. Pitch to contact, depending on the hitter, bottom of the lineup, be aggressive, go after them. You don't have to pitch them like they're Aaron Judge.
I think I would sit down every young player and give them the Greg Maddux and Tom Glavine DVD. Whatever they have nowadays, whatever you got to do.
No. You give them the DVD and you say, figure it out. You get part of your punishment is go find a DVD player.
Might give them the VHS, right?
Yeah, go find a VHS player.
And say, let's look at a game these guys threw. They might even just throw 110 pitches, but Glavine would throw a BP fastball, right? Mm-hmm. Make you hit one. Sometimes he sets you up for something longer down the road. He'll make, if he's up 4 runs, he'll give a pitch for a guy to get a home run, so he set him up for the next game later. So stuff like that. These guys will wait.
Score.
I don't get it. All these kids throw gas and they only go 5 innings. Every kid throw gas, 5 innings. And then now, boom, if I'm Boone, I know I got a trash bullpen, even though I got a gazillion arms in there. Mm-hmm. I don't know who to go to. Left, right. It's all going to be some bullshit. I let the starter run out there for another. If he's at 95 pitches, you tell me he can't go to 115?
No, of course he can.
120?
Yeah, I get it. They got to train. Train for 120. Train for 115.
And try to give me 7 in the third, maybe 6 in the third, something to get like give me 6 in the third, and then give me that'd be good. Now instead of you showed up a lot of files. Like, God damn, you got a lot of files with that 5. I was looking at the ticker.
I got one more. Don't worry about it. I'm not out just yet. I got one more.
I'm about to play 5 in the lotto somewhere. I'm about to play 25, 5, 15, 35, 45. Only 5 you're giving me, man.
Well, guess what? The Yanks did avoid the sweep, avoided a winless road trip by taking down the Rangers by a final of 3-2. Carlos Rodon, no decision. Guess what? 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, 3 Ks. David Bednar, more on him in a second, got his 18th save of the season. He went an inning and winning in 2/3, 1 hit, no earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. So he got 5. He struck out every out he got. It was a strikeout because he only got the 5 outs. Mark Leiter Jr. did get the win. He's now 5-6. Paul Goldschmidt, though, big pinch hit. Solo shot. He was 1 for 2, his 10th home run of the year. Anthony Volpe 1 for 4 with an RBI and his 15th stolen base of the season. So here's a game where Tim Hill, Mark Leiter Jr., David Bednar, who threw 40-something pitches, and it was the most he's thrown since 2002. And Boone came to take him out with 2 outs in the 9th. And Bednar said, I'm good. I got this. He talked him out of it because Boone even came clean. He was like, I was fully out there because he had Duvall warming up, which was interesting because Duvall would have pitched his 3rd game in a row, which typically that's not, they try to stay away from that. So to me, that rings, there was an extra urgency onto this game. Like they knew we must win this game. Like there's no screwing around. There's nothing like that. And Bednar talked him out of it. And he went in and he struck out Adolis Garcia to end the game. And Bednar seems to be that dude. From everything you hear, he's one of those kind of like blue collar, he's super intense like that. And the way the game was set up, Williams is nowhere to be found. Williams came in the 8th inning, the game before, not the 9th. So to me, it tells me Bednar might be your closer already.
He's our closer.
He's going to give the first shot. And honestly, it was really assuring to know that he's a guy who asked for it. He talked Boone out of it even at 40-something pitches, which is insane for a closer. right? Because usually 20, 25, you're out of there.
Yeah, that was back in the day. It was out. It was like that back in the day.
Yeah.
Closer came in the 7th. For young people that's watching, closer came in the 7th sometime.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like, Sparky Lyle days and the Goose Gossage and all that.
Gossage days, yeah. And then we'll come back and pitch the next day. So that for young people, you have to go back and look at some how guys really threw the ball back in the day.
But to me, this and the game before, Bednar, again, like, I feel great about him now. Like, I know they got an off day today. My guess is they'll probably give him tomorrow off, possibly. Who knows? He might say, "Listen, I'm good. Give me
20 pitches again. 15.
Yeah, let's go. Give me something." They got that lead in the 9th inning tomorrow night.
Give it to me.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
But even Duvall warming up though, like, that sent me the new guys. Yeah, we're ready to rock.
Because they were on teams that were trash. They wasn't in these situations to go to the playoffs. Yeah, like, come on, think about that. Like, I might not ever get to the playoffs again in my life. I got a chance now. Go get it.
Yeah. Plus, also, I do think that they're not stupid. They see the writings on the wall. Like, the closer job's up. Somebody's got to go take it. Take it.
Take it.
Take it. Right now, Bednar's got it. Maybe Duvall, he gets the same situation too. Like, I don't give a shit. They could share it for all I'm concerned. Like, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't have to be one dude, but
close it by committee.
But with those two, to me, Weaver, him and Duvall could be sent up. And like we just said, Williams push down a bit.
No, Williams.
Go figure it out. Go get yourself.
Yeah, he got to come in blowout games, big leads and stuff like that. 3 batters, and if he mess up, got to go. As soon as he comes in the game, that's somebody warming up already. Like, that's what we got to be on now.
Yeah, to me, there was no question about this. But good win for the Yanks, gutsy win. Wasn't going to be easy, but at least they got one. Before they go ahead and open up their homestand, because man, it was. They really, realistically, they probably should have been 3-3 on this road trip. Like we mentioned, the first game against the Rangers on Monday, that's a game they should have won. Mm-hmm. And then the Friday game against Miami, that's perfect storm. They should have been 3-3, like legit. And then who knows if they win the Friday game, maybe they don't sleepwalk through the Saturday game.
At worst, it should have been 500 on this road trip.
Yeah, you're right. That's fair.
At worst, it should have been instead of what 1-4 on this road trip. And we had Stanton come back during this road trip.
We kind of glossed over because he didn't really do too much, but Judge was activated on Tuesday.
Stanton was Judge. I'm sorry, Judge. I meant to say Judge.
Well, intertwined though, right? Because Judge came back on Tuesday. Hasn't really done too much yet. He got a hit yesterday in a walk, so that's fine. But you mentioned Stanton though, because now Stanton's been on the bench the last 2 games.
Exactly, and we need his bat. When you read those stats the other day, it was like a couple of hits. I'm like, damn, Stanton couldn't play because he can't play right field. He's only a DH. We only got 1 DH spot now. Judge has to go into that spot. You got to bring
Aaron Judge. Yeah,
he's Aaron Judge. He's the best player in baseball besides Ohtani. But Judge is the best player to be in baseball.
I agree. I'm with you, Judge.
Hands down, right? So he can do it. He can do it all. Except like he don't pitch, right? Having Stanton on the bench as a pinch hitter is a bother. Bothers me. I really wish he could play right field a little bit. They said a Judge on him was throwing the baseball the other day 60 feet, so maybe Judge can come back soon and play the field. That'd be.
I actually
great.
did see some of that, to be honest.
You did?
That was the game good. I was there early. Yeah.
How he look throwing the ball? He looked pretty good in person.
He was taking it easy. He was taking it easy, which is fine. Like,
it's fine. Yeah.
I don't need him rushing there. I am kind of curious though, because the way Stanton was running the bases, but I didn't get to. I kind of glossed over this, but in the 2-0 loss, the Wednesday game, the Tuesday game, they did pinch hit Stanton for Volpe, and then Stanton grounds into a double play, and we all know Stanton basically ain't moving. Like, I just think that it's just gone. His speed is just non-existent. I thought that was a curious decision because Volpe's been hitting. Say what but he's been hitting. I just don't know if I would have kind of let Volpe rock there, to be honest with you, because he's been hitting. Maybe I don't pitch hit Stanton there, but whatever. There was a couple of moves like that were a little bit questionable, but it worked out. Like that one didn't work out. But yesterday, Goldschmidt, there was a situation earlier where Wells was up with runner on. He ends up banging into a double play. When the question was, why don't you pinch hit? For Wells there with Stanton, because Wells has been not hitting at all. I just think it would have ended up, you end up burning 2 players. You pinch hit Stanton, but then someone has to come in to play first. Because Rice was already game. Rice has to go back to catcher. There's a little bit more complicated than that. I didn't think I'm glad they didn't do that and they held on to Goldschmidt for when they did, and it worked out. But it is interesting, though, because I feel like there are smaller right fields that maybe Stanton might be out there. Like,
I was thinking the same thing.
I would be real. I'm curious to know what happens tomorrow night in Yankee Stadium if there's a chance we see Stanton in right field tomorrow night. I wouldn't be completely surprised, but that'll be telling. If Stanton's not in the lineup tomorrow again, then to me that tells me there's no chance he's playing. Like they tried it in warm-ups, they were working him out there, and they're not trying to have it. If he's in right field tomorrow night, that's going to be very interesting to see how that goes, because they'll bring in a defensive replacement later in the game.
That's fine. You lose his bat if you got the lead. You got to take.
Hopefully, you got the lead.
Hopefully you got the lead. That makes it easier.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. If somebody said Rob in the chat. Okay.
Let me go ahead and let me drop this in. Sorry, we got 2 comments here quick. We didn't get a chance to get around to them. The Grand Mac on YouTube. Go baseball.
Oh, yeah, that's my friend. Yeah, that's my boy X. That's my boy X. But he loves baseball. This guy can talk baseball all day.
Nice. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah.
And then we got Kelvin Walter. Boone is Robert Saleh in disguise. Yikes. I think he just is soft behind the scenes. Just look at his post-game press conferences. The Yankees win at all costs. Philosophy died with the boss.
Damn.
All right. So I guess let's talk about this a little bit. Number 1, Robert Saleh in disguise. Robert Saleh never got to the Super Bowl and lost, so I don't know if we're gonna go that far.
Fair point.
Maybe that's a little bit far. He might be soft on. We talked about that. We don't know. Like, we have no idea. We're just going based on what Lance Lynn said. Lance Lynn knows more than both of us combined about this. Right. We'll take his word for it. Post-game press conferences. We said last week. There's a lot of clearing the throat. We think it's him thinking. Like, he's trying to choose his words so carefully and trying to be too perfect. When, if you listen to him, again, on Talking Yanks with John Boy, if you really want to know Boone a little bit better, I would suggest, and I know I'm not trying to give plugs. Listen, John Boy's great. They do their thing. We're 2 totally different things, obviously. But they get Boone on every week. I would suggest you check that out, too, because Boone sounds very different on that podcast than he does in the post-game stuff. He sounds more like a regular person talking. To me, that's more of the Boone that I would, I would say is probably there. Those post-game things, he could sound better. He should sound better during them. But I personally don't kill him for it at this point, because it just seems like he's just trying to be like the company man at that point and just be very, careful with every single word. He shouldn't. He doesn't need to do that. Just do what you do on John Boy, I think.
Yeah.
Like, just let be more natural.
Exactly.
Yeah, be more natural. And I think some people will chill a little bit.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things at play when you're on the Yankees network.
Yep. No. I'm sure there is. Yeah, no, you're right. You don't want to go ahead and you don't want to give anything like that. But especially this week, when I was listening to their interview with Boone, and it was interesting. If you get a chance, check that out. And it's kind of telling, like, kind of where things are at. And he's not, he didn't like sugarcoat things with Devin Williams and stuff like that. He was a bit more honest about it. So I think that was a good listen.
If he gets any more honest with Devin Williams, Devin Williams is definitely not going to get re-signed by the Yankees.
That like Labor Torres, like that's it. They've already tipped their hand. That's it. It's a wrap.
The more they start cutting at him harder, the more I'll see you later.
You might get DFA'd tomorrow.
From free agency, you will not be here.
That's it. Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out.
You know what I'm saying?
The Yankees win at all costs. Philosophy died at the boss. All right.
Yeah.
I really, I'm going to be honest, I hate the whole part of the fan base, the if George was alive stuff. And it can be applied to different things. What Kelvin is saying is different, right? Like, win at all costs philosophy. Sure, I can say that. But there's one thing I do want to push back and throw out there for him. The boss, when he was in charge, and again, me and you, You want me? How old are you? You want me
53.
53. I'm 45. So we're not like that.
Mm-hmm.
So point is, we know of the boss that it wasn't just sunshine and rainbows with the boss all the time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. The dynasty was built, the 90s dynasty that everyone loves and is beloved, was born out of George getting suspended. If we're going to be completely honest.
Stick Michaels.
Stick is the one who did that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With Gene Watson and everything like that.
Yep.
Like, that's who built that dynasty. If George doesn't get suspended, Jeter, Bernie,
all of it.
Pettit, Posada, they were all getting traded for probably over-the-hill names.
Yep.
And none of that ever happens.
That's a fact.
So if we're going to be honest, let's call it what it is.
Call spade a spade.
Yeah, the 80s happened. All right, we know this. Famous thing, Ken Phelps for Jay Buhner was on Seinfeld. George Costanza's father lost his mind over it. I called him out on it. Like he gets props to the 70s, right? Like he signed Reggie, and all of that, like, signed Goose and all of that. We get it. But let's not act like they won 30, they won 27 when he was here.
A lot of young people don't remember how bad it was with George at some time.
Yeah.
I mean, what he did to Dave Winfield. I want the kids
that was the worst.
Yeah, I was saying kids got to go research that kind of stuff. And we had some bad George situations.
Yeah, we did. And if you want to know more about it, Peacock has The Bronx Zoo 1990. It's a 3-part documentary. Watch that. Easy watch. It was only three hours, right? Me and Lisa did a review on that when it came out last year. Go watch that and come back and tell me everything was great on the George. The whole Dave Winfield thing is uncovered in that.
Yeah.
What he did to him was crazy. Calling Hideki Arabu a fat toad because he didn't cover first base in spring training.
Yep.
That was wild. And when George took over again, because he was embarrassed that the Yankees didn't win in 2001. And starting in 2002, when they went back to signing Giambi and the big names every single year, guess what? World Series didn't happen again, right? Well, we got 03, right, which we talked about earlier, lost to the Marlins. And when they won in 09, that wasn't George. George was kind of already like chilling, and he was already not well. Yeah. That, Hal gets credit for that one. But the point is that just watch the George stuff all the time, because it's not every single thing it was cracked up to. If you want to say he wanted to win more than anything, that's fine. That's totally fair. Mm-hmm. But let's not act like it was all sunshine and rainbows through the George era, because it definitely wasn't. Those of us, both of us have lived it. We know there was good and bad. Yeah. It was really bad. Like 1990. Horrible. It was getting to Jesse Barfield. Mel Hall. Let's go. Scott Sanderson.
People got to go see the Mel Hall story. That was a wild boy.
In Bronx Zoo 1990. D, if you didn't see that, watch it. It'll be a trip down memory lane.
Mel Hall's a wild boy, man.
He was a wild boy, and I'm pretty sure I got that yearbook in my collection where he had the picture with his friend over there, and nobody said a word about it.
Yep.
Wild stuff.
Yep.
So, and also though, George never had to deal with the luxury tax. Again, if we're gonna be fair, George didn't have to pay no luxury tax. He was allowed to just spend however he wanted.
That's true.
Nobody else can compete with him.
Very good point. Very good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if George had to deal with the luxury tax, $1.25 on the dollar, he would have been like, maybe we pick and choose a little bit more.
Because at the end of the day, George is a businessman.
Yeah, George didn't buy the Yankees for free. Okay, like that didn't happen. So I'm just in context is my point. Let's just do the George stuff in context. So
got another question there. See.
Yeah, we got another one here. The Grand Mac. Joe Girardi does some Yankees broadcast. Is he waiting in the wings for a return to the bench? I don't see it.
I don't see that. I know they love him in the broadcast booth. I love him in the broadcast booth. And
he's great.
Joe Girardi, like I said, I worked with Joe Girardi. Did some stuff. He played for a few lunches for us. He's a good guy. I don't know if that's going to be a return. Who's the bench coach now? Who's the bench coach now?
Brad Ausmus.
Brad Ausmus he's a good guy. I personally, I'd rather have Joe Girardi.
I mean, and I'm not saying that this isn't me second guessing. Yeah, Girardi should have never been let go. That was obviously a huge mistake.
Yeah.
He took a rebuilding Yankees team in 2017 and got them to the Game 7 of the ALCS, which nobody thought was a chance in hell that was happening.
Mm-hmm.
You should have let him. You should have gave him a 3-year extension or something like that. Let's see what he can do with that group. That'll always be a what if. Like, what if that happened? What happens with that group?
Mm-hmm.
I think they wanted a guy who was going to listen to, because supposedly him and Cashman bumped heads a little bit more about things. You know, Girardi's that kind of more fiery guy, like out in the open a little bit. But back then, people used to call Girardi Joey Binder, saying he was always by the book. He went always by the numbers. So they were saying the same shit they were saying about Boone back then.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of think that's, revisionist history with some fans, where they're like, because things turned out to where they are now, they're trying to like over glorify Girardi. At the time, I said Girardi should. I was shocked that they let him go. I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
A guy who I always wanted to see manage the Yankees, and I thought this when they let Girardi go, right? When they were obviously moving on, and I was like, well, who do you want to see? I'm going to be honest. Willie Randolph was at the top of my list.
Yes.
Because he got a raw deal from the Mets. I mean, it was bad.
Deal. Horrible.
And I thought he was good, man. And he never, ever got another chance. And years ago, me and my father were fortunate enough to attend a Q&A with Willie before a game. And some of that came up during that Q&A. And he had said that he was always wanting to get another shot. But during this era of like analytically driven and like the front office having such a say in the lineups every day, he's not sure he would be able to jive with that at all. Like, he's not so sure about that. So I think he would want another shot if someone's going to be kind of like, hey, you're going to be the manager for real. We're going to give you the numbers, but you do what you want with them. We're not going to say you got to use them, but we're going to provide you with the data, which I think is the way.
I think the Rangers might be doing that right now with Bochy.
Oh, yeah, because Bochy, by the way, seeing him getting out there to do pitching changes, it was painful to watch. He was taking I'm kind of, dude, let the pitching coach go out there for you or something. Like, he looked like he was struggling, man. He was having a tough time with that one.
Is it a rule with Major League Baseball that the manager got to take him? Can't the pitching coach take it? Got to be the manager?
It's traditionally the manager. And
is it traditional as a rule? That's the thing.
I think the acting manager is the rule. Because I have never, ever seen a pitching coach, unless they were the acting manager because of the, of an ejection or something like that. Or if they were just filling in. I'm gonna lean on. I'm gonna look at this up for next time. I'm gonna lean on my best guess is it's a rule because I've never seen it otherwise ever. Plus, I mean, Bruce Bochy, I just don't think he'd be out there doing that. Got another question here. Paul West on YouTube asking him on, what's your take on Volpe? And essentially, should the Mets take a flyer on Stroman?
Well, Paul's one of my guys, man. I love you, Paul.
Thanks for busting chops here.
Yeah, he's a diehard Met fan, Okay. So yeah, that's my guy. It's a good baseball guy, man. He's a writer, so he's a good guy. Volpe, Paul. God, Volpe's can't even be Ray Ordonez right now. At least Ray Ordonez could hit. I said this last week. I mean, good glove. Volpe, he got some pop. He got some stands. He shows you some shine here and there, and then it goes away for another 2 games or something. Then he does something dumb, and so he's like the second child you have. Like, you're happy for him. He passed the test. He got a 75. Then he gets a 55 the next day. So that's something else. So he's that guy for me. Should the Mets take a fly on Stroman? If the Mets want to lose some games, yes. If they want to get a high draft pick, take a fly on.
Oh my God.
But Mets need arms right now, right? But Mets won't take a chance on their rookies. That's the crazy thing.
Man.
Right now. But Stroman, if they could get it for cheap, this is Stern's kind of play for starting pitcher. He likes cheap stuff. He don't pay for really some valuable arms. So he might take a flyer on them. Why not? Go with a 6-man rotation. I mean, but Stroman doesn't want to be in your bullpen. That's one thing. You already beefed up your bullpen on the bench.
I'm a starter.
So he wants to be a starter. I'm a starter. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if Stroman gets a chance. Well, this year, can you sign somebody that got waived now? How does it work?
Oh no, he's out there. They can go grab him if they want.
They can grab him, right? But can he make the postseason roster? I forgot what the rules are on that.
I think the rule now is that you have to be on before September 1st. So if they signed him today, they could.
Yeah. So all right. So I mean, why not? Some team can that's in the playoff race. Somebody always gets hurt going down this time down the stretch. Why not?
Oh, okay. So I got a follow up here. Agreed. I think they should call up Tung or the other kid who's tearing up AAA. I mean, you might as well because I mean,
yeah,
Holmes ain't making it for the rest of the season, right?
Nah.
He's already passed his innings, most innings before.
When you talking about 5 innings, he's gonna be a 5-inning guy now.
5 and fly. 5 and fly. If I'm a Met fan, I don't want Stroman, but I mean, listen, the Yankees also signed Kenta Maeda during.
That was on the low. That was a little slick move there.
Yeah, and listen, he was terrible for the Tigers, but whatever. He's in the minors. If he works it out and they need an arm, great. Maybe that's a guy the Mets should have took a flyer on.
They should have. I mean,
can't hurt.
Can't hurt. I mean, what you gonna do? Not losing no big money on him, you know?
Yeah. Well, we're both in it right now. The Yankees and the Mets, neither one looking great right now. But
we need to see another Subway Series World Series. We need that right now.
Listen, man, as long as you get me that one part with the Yankees in the World Series, I don't give a shit who you're playing. Get me back there. I'll take my.
As long as we don't play the Marlins in the World Series, God damn. Man, we see the Marlins, brother. Oh man, no. Maybe a sweep, man.
That's such a crazy thing to me, man, because I always feel like when I think back to 2003, obviously I think of the Boone home run and stuff. I almost feel like the team thought the World Series was over already.
Yeah.
Like that took so much out of them. It was like, oh shit, we got to play another series. And it's against the Marlins.
It's the Marlins.
And then they kind of just got sucker punched in a way.
Time.
When Wells went out with that back injury, that was the turning point in that series.
It was over.
Yeah, that was the turning point. Because then you get Jeff Weaver and Jesus, like, it was a disaster after that. All right, let's get to our weekly awards quickly then for the week. I mean, yikes, it is slim pickings this week. So we do our top of the heap hitter of the week. I'm gonna go. No one's really lighting it up like that, but I'm gonna go with Paul Goldschmidt. On the week over his last 7 games, though, a little extended. He was 250, 286, not great. 650 slug. 2 home runs, though, 2 RBIs, and 5 hits, 5 runs scored. He did have that game in Texas where he was tearing it up. It looked like in Texas he started to find something there. So I'm hoping that carries over. Maybe he starts heating up again, and that's a bat we could really use in the lineup. So hopefully Paul Goldschmidt, though, but he's my hitter of the week. D, who do you got this week?
This is a hard question.
Go ahead, because I can pull up I can run the numbers for you if you want.
Give me Volpe numbers real quick. I was going Goldsmith with you.
Oh, this is it. This is the wow. Because listen, Lisa gave me a heads up on your Volpe thing, but all right.
I'm gonna give me Volpe real quick.
All right, you want to know something? That's a great choice because that was my runner-up. All of his last 7 games, Anthony Volpe's hitting 280, 333 on base percentage. So not terrible, not great, but the 280 definitely take it. A home run, 3 RBIs, 2 walks, 3 stolen bases, 7 hits, and 4 runs scored.
Any base run errors?
Base running error. I'm gonna be honest. Base running, not that I can think of.
No, he did right. The other day,
and to tell you the truth, this past week, I think he made like 1 error in the field, if that. And I tell you what I've seen from Volpe lately, though, and it's probably because he's hitting. I'm starting to wonder if he's getting his confidence back because
that big fire got lit in them when they made those trades.
No, you're right, but if that's what happened, then whatever it takes to get him right. Because I think the kid, to me, maybe Volpe's never going to be the superstar that we thought he was going to be. But if he's going to just be a good shortstop and be solid and play defense and get back to that and contribute some offense, maybe 8-9 hitter, I'll take it. I'm going to be honest. I'll take it. It's fine. Like, you don't have to be the prince that was promised, like, when you were coming up. Mm-hmm. Like, it's fine. But when he hit that big home run against Miami that Friday night after everyone was shitting the bed and they gave them the lead, I don't know if you remember, but he went to the dugout right afterwards and he kind of had like an emphatic bat flip, and he was telling them he started doing this in the dugout, like to calm down. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen his Anthony Volpe in a while. Like, holy, is he back?
Hey, the trades might have saw the wake up call. Like, yo, you could be replaced.
Yeah,
You're playing for your dream team, basically playing at home.
Yeah,
this can all go bad for you quick. So I mean, Lisa knows I'm hard on Volpe. I think he's overrated.
I was prepped.
I know. but I have to give credit where credit due. Listen, man. I call it fair game. You know, what is that?
We'll pull out the bobblehead for it. There it is.
Oh my gosh. So hopefully one day that's gonna be worth some money for you.
Maybe.
We have his Bucky Dent moment, maybe, or something like that, you know. So
maybe, but
all
right.
So I'm going to go with Volpe. I got to give the guy credit. The young man, like he did something this week, even though it was during the losing time, but he kept his head in the game and he did his thing. So I got to give him credit. Volpe's my guy. We got another comment over here, so I don't know if you want to read that or you want to keep on.
Let's take it to that before we do our picture of the week.
All
right. Grand Mac, you think Juan Soto would have enjoyed a better statistical season had he stayed with the Yankees?
Yes.
Yes, and I'm going to be honest, one easy reason, and Juan Soto, you can look it up, said this earlier in the year, he would have been hitting in front of Aaron Judge. And that's the ultimate protection in baseball, is to hit in front of Aaron Judge.
The best player in baseball.
So
I don't think Juan Soto don't look happy to me. Like, I know his family had a big play in that. He's 26 years old to make him make that decision. You know, money. You go to the Mets. Okay, they still a little brother. They're not the Yankees. They're not the Stripes. The Pinstripes is something different. You know, you have. If you give me a chance to look at it, say, if I really care about baseball, and I want to know, like, he's going to go down one of the greats, but his numbers will be insanely sick at the age of 26 when you have somebody like an Aaron Judge hitting behind you. Now you got Pete Alonso. Will Pete Alonso even be on the team next year?
No, we'll see.
He can walk away. And now
Alonso's having a good season, but he's not Judge.
He's not Judge.
No offense to Alonso, because he's
no offense to Alonso, no offense to the Met fan.
I'm not doing that.
None of that shit right there, right? Yeah. So if you tell me right now, if I'm pitching, you got a choice right now, Aaron Judge or Pete Alonso. Alonso every time. I'm telling you now, I'm not risking giving Aaron Judge in any situation where he could come up and have those big moments. And like, this man's batting 300. The man bat like 280. What's Aaron Judge average? He's not batting 235, 250.
340.
So you know what I'm saying? So it's no ballpark that can hold him. So I'd rather pitch so if I'm Juan Soto, I think would have had a tremendous year playing with the Yankees, and then playing with then what he had. He's batting 265 with the Mets. That's 26 home runs or 20 something home runs. I'm not sure it's 26 something like that. I can't remember how many RBIs. But he had. And he's grounding. He's not getting him in scoring position. He always hits good against Cleveland. He always come up with the big moments against Cleveland. So I wasn't shocked when he broke the no-hitter. But, you know.
So Juan Soto is currently hitting 249, 26 home runs, 64 RBIs, 78 runs scored, 17 stolen bases. So 26 home runs, obviously great. That's not the problem, though. I think his average runners in scoring position is really bad. 64 RBIs, still nothing to sneeze at. 17 stolen bases. I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty shocked about that.
Yeah.
Juan Soto's, he's not known for that. 78 runs scored. He's one of the tops in the National League. So yes, I will say his numbers, I think, would have been better if he was.
And people will try to say, the Yankees got the short porch. No. It's runners in scoring position. I'm talking about doubles and singles, too. Yep. So it doesn't always have to be the long ball. I mean, it's a home run.
Soto goes the other way, as we saw last year.
And he hits most of these home runs the other way.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. Like, he's a left center field. That's his alley. Now, he'll pull the ball on you too, but that's not his main thing. So sure. I when people say that the short porch, give me a single, bro. He's hitting the double plays. Yeah. He's turning his top hand over the ball and grounding the ball to second base most of the time nowadays.
And not every home run is going 314. Let's just be honest.
Correct.
They don't just go eke over the ball.
Every home run, no, people keep saying that. The Ron Soto hitting balls 350 and better.
Yeah, it's not. Not a thing.
There's no ballpark holding Juan Soto.
No.
So
just not.
That's not it. So,
all right. So we have our King of the Hill pitcher of the week. Let's go with our another one. Some slim pickings here.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with David Bednar. Because I'm gonna be honest, that save yesterday, still, like I mentioned earlier, that was balls. To
That
do
was
what he
balls.
did.
That was
To ask
balls.
to stay in at the pitch count he was at, to get the win that he knows that they needed, and he knows he needed. I kind of also think that it was. He's like, I'm on a team. I'm gonna, again, I want to be the closer. I'm gonna take this thing. Give me the ball. I'm staying in. I'm getting this guy, and he did it.
Yeah.
Like he stayed in and got bombed, and he got Adolis Garcia out, who isn't a slouch either, swinging.
Swing. He's a swing and miss guy. He
is.
Yeah.
For sure. No, he is.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm gonna go with this week. I mean, my runner-up would be like Will Warren, because that kid pitched his ass off against Evaldi, and he got the short end of the stick with that.
Yeah. I will go with Warren. What's the rookie kid name?
Cam Schlittler. He also had a good start too.
He had a good game, man.
Yeah.
I mean, for a rookie in a playoff run, a team that's been beating the Yankees up for years, I think he had a good game. So I'm torn between Warren and him.
Okay, both good choices though.
Yeah,
both good choices.
Yeah, I'm torn between those two. So like you called it best. This was more than slim. This is like Ozempic pickings. This is
tight.
bad.
This is a tight one.
This is tight. That was a hard one, man. That's but yeah, all three, I'll say good choices for both that we picked in that, because even though which redeemed itself with the save yesterday.
Yeah.
The other two pitches came up a short end of stick with bad situation, bad hitting times for the Yankees.
Yeah, it was not their fault they lost.
Yeah, it wasn't their fault. They did their part.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah.
All right, so that'll take us then to our preview of the Astros at Yankees, who will be coming in this weekend. We got Old Timers Day on Saturday. We can chat about that in a second, but let's go through the pitching probables. Lisa, this is usually her thing, but I got you though. All right, so tomorrow night we got a 7:05 game, which is, by the way, on Apple TV Plus. So note that. Make sure you got that to check out the game.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Schlittler, your king of the hill.
That's my guy.
He'll be taking the hill. He will be taking the hill against Hunter Brown, who's also one of the best young arms in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Brown is 9-5 on the season with a 2.47 ERA, 131 innings pitched, with 155 strikeouts and a WHIP of 0.98. Cam Schlittler, he's 1-2 on the year, only 4 starts, 4.58 ERA. That can fluctuate. Not a lot of innings pitched. 19 and 2/3, 21 strikeouts, and 168 WHIP. I just think what Schlittler needs to work on is just a little bit more control, cut down on the walks a little bit, and then that WHIP will come down, and it'll let him go further into games past our 5 and fly thing, because that's been the theme. Next week, no more just 5 and flies. Let's move on from that. Saturday, we got a 2:05 start that has Luis Gil making the second start of the season. He's currently 0-1 with a 13.50 ERA with only 3 strikeouts. We're talking about 1 start here. He'll be going against Framber Valdez, one of the best starters in all of baseball, who's 11-5 with a 2.83 ERA and 144 strikeouts. And then we have, this takes a second to pop up here, Sunday afternoon's a 1:35 start, which we have Max Fried taking the bump at 12-4 with a 2.78 ERA with 132 strikeouts, matched up against the infamous TBD, because the Astros have not announced the starter for Thursday. So some say that TBD is undefeated. Some say TBD has never won a game, but we'll find out, because we don't know anything about TBD at the moment. All right, so Saturday, though, Old Timers Day.
I can't wait.
We got coming in, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the 2000 World Series champs, which, for those who might not remember, was the Subway Series against with the Yankees and Mets. I know there's some chatter that Derek Jeter will not be in attendance due to his daughter's birthday party. Some people don't like that excuse. I figure we chat about that quickly. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care.
Me either.
It doesn't matter to me. It's not gonna make or break Old Timers Day for me. Does it suck that the 2000 World Series MVP will not be there? Sure, but it's not gonna change anything, because the way I looked at it is this: the guy put his entire personal life on hold, for the most part, outside, until his playing career was over. He didn't start a family. As soon as his playing career was over, he got married. He had kids like that. Like it was definitely all Derek Jeter, the way he just planned shit to the T, right? And I respect that. Guess what? He's been at the 98 reunion. He's been at the 96 reunion. He's been at the 99 reunion. He's had a bunch of different things at Yankee Stadium. Guess what?
And he's doing the baseball thing. Well, was it Fox? He's doing
he works for Fox.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, listen.
It's old timers game. So what? Like,
it's fine.
If he video in, hey guys, I'm sorry I can't be there. No.
Yeah, we see it all the time, dude.
All the time. And he has a family, man. Like he gave his 20s, his 30s all to us.
Yeah.
Let the man enjoy his 40s.
Yeah, it didn't work out. Yeah, I'm sure it was a scheduling quirk. Who knows? Maybe some family members couldn't make it another day, and he had to choose, and he chose.
Think about how many of us would love to be at all our kids' events.
Exactly, and again, he missed a lot. So that's the thing. It's not perfect, but I also think that some people are ODing a little bit with the reaction to it. Like, it's fine. Old Timers Day will still happen. I love Old Timers Day every year. I'm so glad they're playing the game again this year.
I know that other one was trash when it was sitting around.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Like it's funny because I used to go to Old Timers Day with my pops a lot every year, and we made it a point. And then when the game stopped, it did lose a little bit of its luster for me. Like I'm kind of like, all right, this is weird. And then when they did the interview, like me and Lisa were actually at that one with our friend Danny. We went to the 98 one, and it was cool for the moment, but like, I want the game. Like the game is fun, man.
You want to see who still has it. You want to see those type of jokes. Yeah. You want to see the old stances they used to have and stuff like that.
Exactly, man.
That's stuff you want to see.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. Like it's not the same. I'm so happy that they're bringing it back though this year. And like even though Jeter won't be there, and Mo's going to be there, Posada's going to be there, Pettit, even David Justice, Luis Sojo, Omar Vizquel, like Paul O'Neill.
Wow, Omar Vizquel, God.
Taking the 2000 World Series, man. He was a big part of that.
Wow.
So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff, so I'm sure it'll be great. But the main thing is Yankees got to take care of business against the Astros, man, who are coming in not playing well either.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get back on the right track. It doesn't matter if Jeter's there or not for Old Timers Day. We got to start stacking some wins here. So we got to get.
And it'd be great against the Astros. We hate the Astros.
Oh my God, always.
I don't know. Do I hate the Astros more? I think I hate more than I hate Boston now.
I'm joking. I can see that.
Boston
will always be number one for me, but the Astros.
Yeah, Boston's up there. Boston's always going to be there, but Boston don't scare me anymore. Like they don't have no stars there, right? They're a good team. They're playing. They got Crochet.
I had us right now.
Yeah, They taped when they traded Devers, who kills the Yankees. I was like, oh, thank God. Like that was I was like happy, But the Astros is something about them, the way they did it, the trash can, then the shirt and the line about it. They had to get rid of the manager, had to get rid of the GM. Like that part bothers me. It messed up. Hugh Darvish could have had a great series. That it's a thing. I feel cheated on that one.
I do too. Listen. The Yanks have had 2019 and 2022 to get them back, and they didn't do it. No excuses there.
That's true. Facts.
Even though 2019, there's the buzzer stuff that people talk about, but whatever. Not gonna even bother going with that. Yeah, and they had chances to get their revenge. They haven't. But yeah, it'll always be the Red Sox. The Astros are really close, but I have a feeling the Astros is going to be like a temporary thing. Like once enough time has passed, and all these Altuve and Correa are gone and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't think we're going to look at them the same.
I don't know, man. They
do you still hate the Royals?
Nah, the Royals trash.
But you know what I mean? But you see what I'm saying, though? The Royals were a problem.
Dan Quisenberry. Yeah, I could go with
George
Frank
Brett.
Wright, UL Washington, George Brett, Porter.
Yeah.
I go through the whole
temporary rivalry.
Yeah, that team. Yeah, they were a thorn in the side, man. But that's what I'm saying. But the Red Sox the Red Sox, even though it's bad, the Yankees, we still hated them. But I think the Astros now, they play a different kind of game in the offseason where they can always be around in contention. So I don't know how long it's going to be before the Astros really fall off. I don't know.
I just think it's when Altuve is gone, though. When he retires and Correa, now even though
maybe.
Back
yeah.
When we don't see those faces from the cheating team
Yeah.
is when maybe we'll see it differently. I don't know. Hopefully nothing else happens between now and then.
The Boston with it, there's different ownership now, so I don't know if they're going to be as competitive as before.
Yeah, I don't know. We gotta chase them down, man, because right now we're out of the wild card spot, even the second wild spot looking out. We're on the outside looking in.
So we in the play-in still?
We're in nothing right now.
Wow.
We're in third. That's what I'm saying. We're chasing the Mariners and the Red Sox in the wild card race, and we're 6.5 out of the division.
Man. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So hope the Red Sox. I don't know if they played today. Hope they lost. If they did, I'm not sure.
We're gonna start stacking wins, man. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line.
Well, that's what we love this time of the year, though. We love it.
Pennant race time. Let's go. This is it.
Man. Every game is valuable to watch. Everybody talking about baseball's a long season. This one gets short right here.
Yeah.
It gets short. August and September, the short season. 60 days. Let's get it popping. Let's figure what's going to happen in the 60 days.
That's right. Let's see who's going to get it done in October then.
Yeah.
Let's just make sure you get there, and then we'll see what happens.
Exactly. I'm all for that, man. So.
A lot to go.
Yes, sir.
All right. So that does it for us this week. Dee, thank you so much for filling in for Lisa. We're here 2 weeks in a row. Dude, you got an open invitation. You let us know. We'll chat. You're welcome to come by and talk Yanks with us whenever you want.
Oh, man, I love it. Thank you for having me again. Thank Lisa. I hope she's enjoying her vacation. And thanks for everyone that came in to chop it up with us tonight.
Absolutely, man. Thank you. We always appreciate the support. If you're joining us on the Facebook live stream, check out the Empire 161 Show's Facebook group where we share lineups and highlights and whatever you want. Everyone's free to post whatever they want. Bring it to the table. Bring the conversation. We're always here for it. Pop Culture Pros, check them out because that's who we are presented by, Pop Culture Pros and popculturepros.com. If you're checking us out on YouTube, subscribe to Pop Culture Pros. You'll catch our broadcast every week, along with all the other cool shows that are on the network as well, and wherever you found your audio-only podcast. We'll be back next week talking Week in Yankees baseball again. Hopefully it's a good series against the Astros as well, and then we got the Twins rolling in as well next week. So let's go Yankees, and we'll see you next week. Peace.